Welcome to Deep Into Finance family. We appreciate you being here with us. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Share with your friends and family and stay up to date to our future videos. The US dollar has been the dominant global reserve currency for many decades. But there are growing concerns that its status as the world's primary currency may be coming to an end. Some experts believe that the dollar's dominance is unsustainable, and that a shift to a new global reserve currency is inevitable. In this essay, I will examine the factors that are driving the decline of the US dollar, and the potential consequences of this shift for the global economy. One of the main factors that is driving the decline of the US dollar is the massive debt burden that the United States has accumulated over the years. The U.S. national debt now stands at over $28 trillion, which is more than 100% of the country's gross domestic product (GDP). This level of debt is simply unsustainable, and it is increasingly clear that the U.S. government has no real plan to address it. Another factor that is contributing to the decline of the U.S. dollar is the rise of China as an economic superpower. China has been steadily growing its economy over the past several decades, and it now has the world's second largest economy after the United States. China is also the largest foreign holder of U.S. debt, which gives it significant leverage over the U.S. economy. In recent years, China has been taking steps to challenge the dominance of the U.S. dollar in the global economy. For example, China has been promoting the use of its own currency, the yuan, in international trade and investment. China has also been investing heavily in its own infrastructure, including the Belt and Road Initiative, which aims to create a network of highways, railways, and ports that will connect China to the rest of the world. Another factor that is contributing to the decline of the US dollar is the increasing use of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Cryptocurrencies are decentralized digital currencies that are not backed by any government or central authority. They offer a number of advantages over traditional currencies, including lower transaction fees, greater security, and increased privacy. As more people begin to use cryptocurrencies, it is likely that their impact on the global economy will grow. The decline of the US dollar could have significant consequences for the global economy. One potential consequence is increased volatility in financial markets. If the US dollar were to lose its status as the world's primary reserve currency, it could lead to a sell-off of US assets, which could cause a sharp decline in the value of the dollar. This, in turn, could cause a surge in inflation and interest rates, which could have a negative impact on economic growth. Another potential consequence of the decline of the US dollar is increased competition between major economies. As China continues to grow its economy and challenge the dominance of the US dollar, other countries may begin to follow suit. This could lead to increased competition between major economies, which could lead to geopolitical tensions and potentially even conflicts. The decline of the US dollar could lead to the emergence of a new global reserve currency. This could be the yuan, the euro, or even a new digital currency. If a new global reserve currency were to emerge, it could potentially lead to a more stable global financial system, as countries would no longer be reliant on the US dollar. The decline of the US dollar is a complex and multifaceted issue that has far-reaching implications for the global economy. While the US dollar is likely to remain the dominant global reserve currency for the foreseeable future, there are growing concerns that its status may be coming to an end. As China continues to grow its economy and challenge the dominance of the US dollar, and as cryptocurrencies continue to gain popularity, it is likely that the global economy will see significant changes in the years to come. One potential solution to the decline of the US dollar is for the United States government to take action to address its debt problem. This could involve implementing austerity measures, such as cutting government spending and raising taxes. or it could involve implementing policies to boost economic growth, such as investing in infrastructure or promoting innovation. Another potential solution is for the United States to work with other countries to develop a new global reserve currency. This could involve creating a new international currency, such as the Special Drawing Right (SDR) that is currently used by the International Monetary Fund. Or it could involve creating a new digital currency that is backed by multiple countries. There are also risks associated with the decline of the US dollar. If the dollar were to lose its status as the primary reserve currency, it could lead to a decline in demand for US Treasury bonds, which could cause interest rates to rise. This could have a negative impact on the US economy, as well as on economies around the world that rely on US Treasury bonds for their own financial stability. Additionally, a shift away from the US dollar could lead to increased volatility in financial markets. This could lead to a period of uncertainty and potentially even a global financial crisis. It is therefore important for policymakers around the world to work together to ensure a smooth transition away from the US dollar, if and when the time comes. The decline of the US dollar is a complex issue with far-reaching implications for the global economy. While the US dollar is likely to remain the dominant global reserve currency for the foreseeable future, there are growing concerns that its status may be coming to an end, as countries around the world, including China, continue to challenge the dominance of the US dollar, and as cryptocurrencies continue to gain popularity. It is important for policymakers to work together to ensure a smooth and stable transition to a new global financial system. One way to ensure a smooth transition to a new global financial system is to increase transparency in financial markets. This could involve improving data reporting and monitoring systems, as well as promoting greater international cooperation on financial regulation. Another important step is to promote financial literacy among individuals and businesses. As the global financial system becomes more complex, it is important for individuals and businesses to understand the risks and opportunities associated with different financial instruments and investments. In addition, it may be necessary to reform international institutions such as the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the World Bank to better reflect the changing dynamics of the global economy. This could involve giving more voting power to emerging market economies, or creating new institutions that are better suited to address the challenges of the 21st century. Ultimately, the decline of the US dollar is a symptom of larger structural issues in the global economy. These issues include rising income inequality, unsustainable levels of debt, and a lack of investment in infrastructure and education. Addressing these issues will require a coordinated effort from policymakers around the world, as well as a willingness to confront entrenched interests and make difficult choices. The decline of the US dollar is a complex issue with significant implications for the global economy. While the US dollar is likely to remain the dominant global reserve currency for the near future, there are growing concerns that its status may be coming to an end. As countries around the world, including China, continue to challenge the dominance of the US dollar, and as cryptocurrencies and other alternative currencies gain popularity, it is important for policymakers to work together to ensure a smooth and stable transition to a new global financial system. This will require increased transparency, financial literacy, and international cooperation, as well as structural reforms to address larger issues in the global economy.